everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of the Collection Comic of the Week. Amalgam May continues with the book I have chosen this week. It is Amazon #1, and unlike Dark Claw and a few other books that we're going to be going over this month in Amalgam May, I did not purchase this particular book as a child, not knowing what Amalgam was, what is the Amalgam universe, what is this, who is that, or thinking that, hey, it's an issue #1, so this is great. I've got a collector's item. No, this one was bought at Cape Comic Con 2020. And it was probably it was the only comic book convention I could go to, and probably one of the only ones that happened in the year 2020. But one of the vendors there was, I bought a bunch of old books, and they had a, buy 4, get 1 free, and I bought, I think all the comics I bought at that convention were at that person's booth, and I saw a bunch of the Amalgam books, and then went, oh, I remember this stuff, and there's the ones I didn't have, and even if I'm kind of, I needed something to complete the free, and I'm like, well, this might be something fun to talk about at some point. And then lo and behold, I struck this video series, and I'm dedicating a whole month talking about it. So, yeah, this is one that's, I bought it and read it without the rose-colored glasses and without the naive, childlike wonder of, oh my God, this is so cool. This is I've bought and read this one as a cynical adult, and to be fair, it wasn't terrible, but it's still something the very nature of it, there was good parts, but the very nature of it was, it's just stuff I, as a cynical adult, I can't get into. But we'll take a look at it and see what parts those are. Let's look. There's a nice cover here, but, just, I guess it's because I bought this one after I was kind of aware of, what a cheap tactic Amalgam comics were, that maybe I'm just a little not as enamored with this one as I was as a kid, where I'm, thinking, as if I would have seen this as a kid, I would have thought, oh, fuck yeah, this is badass. That's like Storm and Wonder Woman. Fuck yeah. But, I guess seeing it as an adult and buying it as an adult, I'm like, yeah, this is, it sure is a thing. Am I right, guys? So, open it up. Got some. At least this one, because they do say Wonder Woman in it. You're kind of, at least, they're cluing you in a little bit more on the fact that, yes, this isn't its own thing. It's not like, last week reading Dark Claw, where, they made up their own universe and their own lore, oh, there's a cartoon and everything, where a naive youngster such as myself at the time would get hustled. So, got this. So, yeah, this is a very, when I went back and reread it, and you're kind of seeing that portion of it, it's like a good alternate universe Wonder Woman, seeing as how they're calling her Wonder Woman, but I don't know, just at first glance, not having the childlike naivety about you, you kind of realize how hokey it is. And also the fact that, they're calling her Wonder Woman, but she's got Storm's powers too. So, unlike where they did, the alternative version of Superman, where, he's African-American, things like that, knowing of the existence of Storm kind of, I'd say it takes from this version being able to stand on its own now as its own series, but it's still a good series. And then, the fact that you have this, it's just, it's hard for me to really... It's hard to, I tried my best with a lot of these to get into them and look at them and look at their merit in them, because, you do have John Byrne doing the lore, and, they are having, like, a lot of references to the Amazons, which is good, like, if you're gonna put two female characters from both universes together, Storm and Wonder Woman are the two you would want to use, but it's just kind of, I don't know, like, kind of like with Darkclaw, like this book is not without its merits and not without things that could work, but it's also, it is too hokey, and, this version of Wonder Woman that they're using, take out a few things, and it'd be a great alternative version of Wonder Woman. I would love to see in the DC universe proper, and like or at least in main DC continuity, like in an alternate universe. But just kind of is what it is, and. Got some more action. Even the ads are not the best other than that Sega one. But the art is fantastic. I do really enjoy the art. I wonder if this is supposed to be no, it's supposed to look like Hermes, but still, like, I wonder if that's a little bit of a Golden Age Flash reference there. A Jay Garrick, I'm not sure. There's that. Yep, see, there's the DC versus Marvel that started this whole. I don't know if it's being unfair to call Amalgam a debacle, but yeah, what started this whole series and this whole concept. There we go. And then next issue reunion, but. I've searched far and wide after picking this up, and there is no reunion, there is no next issue. Not that I can find. And yes, they have the fake letters to the editor. And at Six Flags Theme Park, Batman Forever rides. And yeah, that is Amazon number 1. If you take out the how on the nose of a just essentially an amalgamation that it is, with Storm, like I mentioned, you have a very, very viable alternative universe version of Wonder Woman. Like, this version of Wonder Woman could easily, like, be used as the Wonder Woman Miles Morales, in my opinion. Like, you have something there. Put it in an alternate universe, and you could bring it into the main DC universe later on, and I don't think that anyone would have a problem with kind of the foundation of the lore they built with that version of Wonder Woman being in it. My only real gripe is, with that version of Wonder Woman, you have all the stuff with Storm that would just basically keeps it from being able to be used in this day and age. And that's probably not something, there's not even a probably, that's definitely not something they were thinking about back in the mid-90s when this book was written, but it's something that I guess looking at it now, you're like, you could have done something good with this. There's the foundation for good here, but it was part of a cash grab. It was part of the cash grab 90s, and unfortunately, you can say that about a lot of things from the mid-90s. But do you also own that book? Let me know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, share, subscribe for more content, not just from the world of comic books, for the pro wrestling, gaming, anime, and all things geek culture. Follow me on my social media pages, facebook.com/athleticgeek89, Twitter at athletic_geek89, Instagram at athleticgeek89. If you'd like to help this channel out financially, I am on Patreon. Patreon.com/AthleticGeekA9. Join us next week as we continue with Amalgam May on Collection Comic of the Week. I'm out. Y'all be cool. Later.